Casey and Wood here with SandbridgeLife.com, interviewing local resident Lee Carey. Thank you, Lee, for letting me come in and talk to you today about your life in Sandbridge and your work.
Thank you.
Are you originally from here?
I'm from just up the road, about 15 minutes. I was raised there. I've been coming here since I was a teenager, surfing and seeing the beach and liking the beach. It's changed a lot since 1963.
You're a local author and you write a lot about the beach. And how has living here in Sandbridge inspired you to become a writer?
Well, I did not write till I moved here. It's one of the greatest places to live anyway. You got the coast, the ocean. The tourists come for a short spell that kind of gives you, some livelihood. I picked up a lot of characters from characters on vacation. But the beach is a relaxing place, and it's a great place just to get your thoughts together and put them down.
Writing isn't a career for you. Is it a hobby more so?
It started as a hobby after I sold my business, and I moved down here, and I like to read, and I was reading a fellow named John Hall out of Florida. And his novels were just entertaining, good, and I said, so I can do that. And so I sat down and started a novel. It's not as easy as it looks. And if it wasn't for my wife, who's educated and an editor, I probably would have never finished the first one.
So that the editing part is probably what you find the most challenging about writing, or is there something else?
It's a new author trying to get published. It's like trying to climb a greasy pole, or trying to paddle out in a hurricane.
So how have you gotten around that challenge and found ways to get your work published?
Well, I've got a whole bunch of rejection letters. They only spurred me on. And now we've got the internet. We've got people buying e-book devices and e-books on Kindle, Amazon Kindle. The e-business has helped a lot of readers meet a lot of new authors, and I'm thankful to be one of them.
So some of your novels or stories are available on Kindle?
All of my novels are on Amazon Kindle, and my short stories are on my website. And if it were not for that, I would have kept writing anyway.
Where in Sandbridge would people be available to find print copies of your books?
I have Gabby All About Me and Pets in Paradise are available at Margie and Ray's, popular seafood restaurant, Sandbridge Raw Bar up there on the corner, and during the summer, Bay Breeze Produce. They can pick them up at those locations.
Do you have any current projects you're working on?
I'm working on the sequel to Gabby. Gabby in the original, the first book, Gabby All About Me, was about an unpublished writer living at Sandbridge who adopted a puppy from the pound, and this puppy was very special. She could talk, and only he could hear her. And because of her actions on the coast, he meets a New York publisher, tells him about his novel, and the publisher picks it up. And when they go to New York to discuss the novel, they find another stray dog on the Eastern Shore, a little beagle. And so they take him and bring him back to Sandbridge. And that's where the sequel begins. I don't know about the title yet, but I think it's going to be Flash. That's his name. But it follows the Gabby story. So Sandbridge is dotted in most of my writings.
Do you have a routine or something you like to look at to focus?
Most of my writing is done from October until June. And then it's kind of hard to stay inside and write when you can be on the beach.
Do you have anything specific about your work or anything that you'd like to say to any readers or fans out there?
Well, first of all, I did not start writing for money. I have made some money, but I have made a lot of money. One day Disney's going to call and want to put the Gabby on the movie, and then I'll make it.
It does sound like a Disney,
it's
perfect Disney movie.
It's a great story, but I wanted to write, number one, I enjoyed it for myself. I really enjoyed telling the story, coming out of this foggy head. Number two, once people started reading it and liked it, then I wanted to write for them. So the goal, don't go into it for the money. Go into it for yourself and for your readers. And always listen to your readers and those that take time to review you and comment back to them and thank them. So writing to me is about making somebody else enjoy, having somebody else enjoy my story. I can't make them enjoy it, but if they do, to me that's priceless.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
I just love living at Sandbridge, and I like any time that I can write set in Sandbridge. It's inspirational just to be here, watch the sun come up every day. It's a beautiful sunrise, and be able to live in an area that's safe, clean, peaceful, quiet. It doesn't get any better than that.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Casey.